this? Back to Radical. Activate Doom Zone. Not only will the number of white space challenge gates increase, challenges and bosses will become more difficult. Oh, so like hard mode. Okay, so we don't have missions for Radical Highway. Which means the only collectibles we have are these. We just have to run these back and grab the collectibles, and then I think I want to open all the chests. So, like, there isn't much to do. Yeah, the game is really short. Like, I'm basically 100%ing here, and I'm, like, 5 hours in. I'm barely gonna get to 6 hours. I probably could have cut off some time if I knew where collectibles was. So, I don't know. The game does feel, like, really short. I think that's my biggest complaint. I just wish it was a little longer. Because, like, 100%ing everything. If I was, like, just doing the story and not doing optional stuff, it'd be different, but... the fact that I'm getting everything is, like, yeah. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I have these videos. I'm actually getting guides up. Yeah, Act 1 S rank. I want to see if I can find these collectibles. I want to do this in a timely manner. Ideally. Take me over here. Alright. Let's see if I can find this. Bum, 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 bum. That earlier than you think.
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
With this power. Shout out to Shadow. I like his voice in this game a lot. Up. That's up here. Hold up. Did I miss it? Rocket.
Out of my way.
This should be the orange ring.
Out of my way.
There? Okay, you know what? Finding these collectibles is not going to be fun on stream. Well, I mean, let's just take a look around and open whatever chest I can, and then I'll probably just record one last session with me opening the chests. I'll find the collectibles on my own time because I did that for the other stages, and that's just more enjoyable. than like watching me search around for collectibles. That's what we're gonna do. And then I actually have another game that I can start right now once I use up all these keys. I mean, like, yeah, my big complaint with the game is just the length at the end of the day. I just wish it were longer, and I wish there were a little more to it. Which could be seen as like, hey, the game is so fun, you want more, but it's like a problem. Like, this game is short to a fault. So short that, like, without the Sonic Generations moniker with it, without Sonic Generations bundle with it, it just wouldn't be worth it. IMO. I mean, it would be, but, like, it'd be understandable if someone said, like, I'm not gonna pay $50 for a game that's, like, 5 hours long. So, like, it's good that they use Sonic Generations as a bonus, because, like, otherwise, I wouldn't say the game wouldn't be worth it. It's still really fun, and you can get some good times, but people will feel a little bit cheated if you, like, have, people will feel a little cheated if you just didn't put anything with it and just had the 5 hours. It'd be a little ridiculous. What the heck? Do I have to hit that? I don't know what that's for. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, though. I'm just gonna, like, look around for some collectibles. Or at least try to for a little bit. Is there a way to look at where all these chests are? He's like, I'm kind of wandering around aimlessly. What does the game want me to do? I mean, it wants me to find all of them, but holy cow. But yeah. That's kind of how I feel. Yeah, you're safe now, Raptor. There isn't much to do, and I don't want to look for collectibles in the levels right now. So I'm kind of just like roaming around, finding the chests and opening as many as I can instead. And I think I'm going to start another game instead of just looking for the collectibles, because that's really boring. And I'll probably make like one last video with me having all the keys and opening the rest of the chest. I also don't feel like doing those challenges, to be honest, because there are the challenges available. I really don't feel like doing those either, so... I'm probably thinking like, no, but you think the game is short, you could inflate the playtime. Ah, I'm good. Wait, that was a machine part? There's a chest up there. Oh, and machine part. Yo, someone Google how many machine parts are in the game. How many machine parts are in this game? I would like a direct answer. I have 53 of them. There's 96 chests, so like... Hello. I only have 4 book keys? It's interesting. Really? Shadow? The point is, we are, like, I'm gonna get everything. All the collection keys and stuff. But I'm probably gonna just make one last video and have everything. Right now I'm just killing time until I decide, like, I just want to stop playing, I guess, and look around until I get bored. This is kind of fun, like, to mindlessly wander around. I wasn't really a huge fan of the open zone design, but it is, to some degree, fun to look around like this. Just wander around aimlessly. It's 80. You like Frontiers then? I'm a little hesitant. I'm mixed on the open zone design. The open zone design gets a little monotonous because of how, like, how disorganized it feels. I don't know. I think my hype for the open zone thing died down after, like, the beginning of this game. I was, like, impressed, and then I kind of got sick of it. Like, getting to stages was annoying in this game. Looking for the collectibles like this is, like, fine, whatever. I'm done with the game, you know? So I don't mind wandering around aimlessly, but I feel like if I'm actually playing through the game, it'll probably get on my nerves. It started to get on my nerves when I was trying to find, like, a way to get the Radical Highway, and I was like, I don't know if I like the open zone thing as much as I thought I did. And Frontiers is longer, so I don't really know. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure I'll still like Frontiers to a degree, maybe. Who can really say? Maybe I'll find that it sucks. Who really knows? But I'm not saying it's like impossible that I will like Frontiers. I'm sure Frontiers will be maybe plenty fine. We'll kind of have to see when I play it. But I don't know, I'm more apprehensive about getting into it. We'll get to it sometime in 2025. It'll no, I'm not even gonna say most certainly. It will be the next Sonic game, I was gonna say most certainly, it will be the next Sonic game. Most, like, certain. 99.9% shot. Because, like, other than that, there's... The only things I can think of are, like, I want to do are, like, confirmed, or, like, Zero Gravity, and I also want to replay Adventure 2, but that won't be till, like, a good ways into 2025. So, it will most certainly be the next Sonic game I do. I have no plans to get to Zero Gravity right away, because I kind of got my Riders itch out by playing Riders. So, it will most certainly be Frontiers, probably. I saw another chest, but I have to find a way to get there. Oh, boss was leagues better than Time Eater. That's another thing. I didn't hate a single boss in this game. If I were to rank them, I don't actually know how I would rank them. I think my favorite is either the Bio Lizard or Mephiles. Those two are probably my favorites, but they were all really good. Sonic Generations, I didn't really like Egg Dragoon. Egg Dragoon was, like, okay. It wasn't, like, my favorite boss, but it wasn't terrible. And I really didn't like Time Eater. And Metal Sonic. I didn't like Metal Sonic either. But this game, didn't hate a single one. They were all really good. Granted, there are less of them. But... Which, again, my biggest complaint is the length. Like, the length is easily my biggest complaint with this game. I just wish it were longer. Here we go. See, when you're not, like, looking for stages, this is fun to do. I was more likely to get annoyed with this when I was trying to get to a stage. Now there's no game left, so I'm like, oh, well, I don't mind that I have to do this. And also the challenges, I'm just not feeling them. I don't really want to do them. Especially because I don't like the Demon Morph, and that would involve using the Demon Morph more. I'm good. Not about that life. 11 music keys, 28 art boxes. Is there a way... Which chests aren't open? Are these only marking the ones I opened? What's my completion? Is cleared stages calculating S ranks? Probably. Because, like, I don't see... I only missed the collectibles in Radical Highway, so I don't really see how that would get it to 100%. Maybe it's S ranking. It's gotta be S ranking. Like, what else would it be? Getting the few collectibles I missed is not gonna get that to 100%. I just do not believe it. I don't care how short the game is. It's not gonna happen. Need to remake Tales of Adventure. I've never played Tales of Adventure, so no comment, but no. I'm interested. I was saying this, I was talking during the credits, so you probably didn't hear. I'm interested to see what they do with Sonic, and I wouldn't say I'm, like, back to being like, oh, the franchise is great, but they kind of brought me back. They revitalized my fate in the series a little bit with Shadow Generations. And maybe that'll be solidified with Frontiers. If I end up really liking Frontiers, then I can be like, oh yeah, I'm back on board. Like, they lost me as a customer of buying their games until I bought this one. And they got me back. They kind of have me. Like, there's a pretty good shot. Whatever the next Sonic game is, maybe I'll buy it. Probably. It depends what it is. I'm also just interested to see what they do with Shadow in general, because, like, well, I don't want to say it because it's spoilery, but basically, I'm just interested to see what they do with Shadow and other Sonic characters. Hopefully, this means they can revive other characters and not just focus on Sonic. I get it, Sonic's the main character, but, like, so many other franchises, like, focus on others. Like, Sonic's the main character, but you don't need to, like, make the other characters useless. Like, there's a way to strike a balance. Or just have games that focus less on Sonic and more on others. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting bored, so I might just wrap up here. Probably. Well, there's gonna be one more video of Shadow Generations. It'll just be like, I'll have everything, and then I'll do one last... I don't know, actually, because, like... It shows a way to track these machine parts. Point is, I'm gonna do one more video, and I'll have all the collection keys. I'm probably not gonna open everything on screen, because this happens, where I just end up wandering aimlessly. Like, look at this. Finding the collectibles takes so long, because of how disjointed everything in this zone feels. But I will probably do a video to just show that I did it, and maybe open, like, the final chest or something. I don't know how it's gonna go. I have no idea. No, I'm not gonna say it. It's in the credits. Really not super important. I already got my final thoughts out. My biggest complaint is that the game is short, and the game is a ton of fun, so... It being short... Okay, cool. I hate even more. It being short is just like, because the game is so fun, I wish there was more to it. So... That's like my biggest complaint at the end of the day. Even considering its length, this is one of the best Sonic games I played. Definitely one of the best Sonic games I've ever had the pleasure of playing. For sure. Like, even with the length. If the game was just a little longer, it probably would be my favorite Sonic game. It's up there, though. Like, I have to sit on the game for a bit, but it was very fun. We're gonna stop here. For Shadow Generations, there will most likely be another video when I get all the collectibles, showing that I got some completion. Alright, I don't exactly know how this is going into a YouTube video, but I am splicing in this last bit of Shadow Generations. So, you're probably looking at my machine parts screen, you're like, Nova, what happened to your machine parts? Orbot and Cubot pop up here, and you give them machine parts in increments of 20 to build this rocket ship. So, as you can see here, I have 92 out of 96 of the chests. I was trying my best to find all the chests, but I think I just want to show off what happens when we report all 80 machine parts. So we're going to talk to them real quick. Rocket's been completed, with a question mark.
Excellent.
Oh joy, oh rapture, the rocket is finally complete. And there's a little flicky bird that looks just like a clock. Oh, it's so cute. It's got the flicky bird from older Sonics. Egad, it's because it is a clock. So much out for a Flicky Island vacation. Well, at least we got to see one Flicky in the end, right? Oh, and you get Supporting Me remix from Sonic Forces. Never played Sonic Forces. That's interesting, though. So, I tried to look for all the chests. I was going to try to have all of them opened. But I decided that I just want to make this video. Because, like, what's opening 4 chests gonna do for the playthrough? As you can see, I have 2 music keys and 2 art keys. And this exploration thing is really, like, it's kind of fun to just mindlessly explore in. But I don't really want to halt the playthrough's end anymore by being like, oh, let me find these 4 chests. I spent a few days, I've been pretty busy, but I've been spending my spare time looking for said chests and machine parts. Machine parts on their own took me a while to find because the thing is, they don't track which machine parts you got, and they don't track which chests aren't opened. All the chests that are tracked are opened, so I could look up a map and find them, but I'd rather just close it out here. We basically 100%ed the game. I have all the keys, as you can see. If I go to the stage list, every single key has been found in the level, and I got the machine part thing done, so I think that's enough for me. But yeah, Shadow Generations is a really fun time. I had a blast with it. I was not expecting to have as much fun with it as I was. But yeah, we'll check out Sonic Frontiers next. I don't know when that'll be. Probably next year because I'm busy with 2024 is almost over anyway, but also I'm busy with other games. But we'll probably look at doing Frontiers in 2025. I don't know when yet, but we'll look at doing it soon-ish, probably. And Shadow Generations was fantastic. Sonic Generations is also good. Like, as a package, you need Sonic Generations, I feel, to make this package worth it. Because the biggest issue with Shadow Generations is the length. It's way too short. But if you bundle it with Sonic Generations, I can kind of excuse the length. I still wish Shadow Generations had, like, an extra stage, maybe two. Or just challenges for Radical Highway or something, a little bit more content. But I'm more okay with the length when you account for Sonic Generations. Because Sonic Generations is still a good time. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as Shadow Generations, but I still enjoyed it. I think that should be, there's no understating that. I feel like I have to make that clear. I did enjoy my time with Generations. Obviously, I didn't do the missions. Sonic Generations. I didn't do the missions, so I didn't enjoy it as much as this. But I still enjoyed my, like, time with it. It was still a great time. All in good fun, especially Shadow Generations. My word, this game was fantastic. But yeah, Sonic Frontiers will be the next Sonic thing I do, and this is the end of the playthrough. I'm not gonna, like, look for these last 4 chests. I have all the keys, so, you know. I think I'm just done here, but yeah, check me out on YouTube and Twitch. We'll do some other cool stuff, Sonic or otherwise. There might be a few more Sonic playthroughs, because I'm sure if people want to see me play Sonic games, I might have people suggest certain games, like maybe I'll play Sonic Rush. I do also want to do Zero Gravity, so there's a couple more Sonic games on the agenda. But Frontiers is most likely going to be the next one. Oh, and I also want the Redux Adventure too. But, Frontiers will be the next one for sure. I cannot wait. I'm interested to see how I feel about Frontiers, because it has its own fan base. We'll see if I like it, or if I dislike it, or if it's like a pretty good time. I guess we'll have to see, won't we? But Frontiers will happen in 2025. We'll see when I decide to do it. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching this playthrough. It was a ton of fun. This and Sonic Generations, I just put them in one playlist. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you all next time.